Good morning, everybody. I hope you are doing well and you are in good health and you are keeping yourself away from any gathering or crowded to keep yourself safe from this coronavirus. Today, we are going to have a general review for the simple present tense and the adverbs of frequency that we use with it. Let's go quickly, just as a reminder, to talk about the formation of the present simple or the simple present. So, as you know, we have affirmative sentence, affirmative statement, a negative statement, or interrogative or question. So for the affirmative statement, the formation is like this. The subject, the doer of the action or of the verb, plus the base form or verb 1, plus S or ES, plus the rest of the sentence. This S or ES, we add it to the base form of this verb when the subject is third person singular, he or she or it. We are going to elaborate more on about this when we proceed in our lesson. For the negative statement, we start the sentence with the subject, then do not or doesn't, plus verb 1, plus the rest of the sentence. Again, do not or doesn't depends on the subject. So if we have the subject he or she or it, we are going to add doesn't. For the rest of the pronouns, we use don't. For interrogative or question, we start the question with do. Okay? Do you, do I, do they, do we, does he, does she, or does it? Okay? So do or does plus the subject plus the verb, the base form of the verb or verb 1 plus the rest of the question. The usage, why and when we use the simple present tense. We use it to express habits. Like, for example, I drink coffee every morning. He drinks coffee every morning. To express general truth or fact, like water boils at 100 degrees centigrade. So this, what we are going to focus on, but surely there are other usages for the simple present tense. But these two, which we are going to focus on for the time being. Also, we are going to talk about the adverbs of frequency. And what are adverbs of frequency? They are words like always, often, generally, seldomly, rarely, and so on. We use them either to tell or to show how often something is done, or to show how often something happens. So this is in general and short the formation and the usage of the simple present and the frequency adverbs or adverbs of frequency. Now we are going to go to the details, okay, for more elaboration. So as you can see here, we have the first person. What do we mean by the first person? The person who is talking, the person who is speaking. Okay? Either singular or plural. If it is singular, I walk. But plural, we walk. Okay? Second person, the second person is the person who is spoken to. When you speak to another person, you walk for singular and you walk for plural. Third person, okay, the person who is spoken about when you speak about another person. So she walks, he walks, and it walks. So as you can see here, we add the S to the base verb, okay, because we have the third person singular subject. So if you look at this example, I eat lunch every afternoon. So this is a habit. I eat lunch every afternoon. Or I can say, I eat lunch every Monday. That means every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all the week. So this is a habit. Max drives to work every day. So he drives his car to reach his workplace. So this is a habit. We get up every morning. Kyle calls me every weekend. So every Saturday and Sunday, Kyle calls Minnie. So all of these are habits or usual activities. Now, I'll give you some seconds to think about the answer, the correct word to complete the sentence. Then I'll show you the correct word. We space television every day. So, which one to complete the sentence? Watch or watches? Yes, watch. Why? Because we have first person subject, we. This one. He space television every day. Yeah, the answer is he watches television every day. Third person singular subject. We space lunch at 12. We eat lunch at 12. Jara space a walk in the morning. So which one is correct? Take or takes? Jara takes a walk in the morning. Thus we have third person singular. Instead of the noun, we can use the pronoun. You can say, she takes a walk in the morning. She takes a walk in the morning. My friend dash her horse every day. Have ride and rides. So my friend rides her horse every day. Now we are going to talk about frequency adverbs. Look at this example sentence. They always drink tea with lunch. That means every day when they take lunch, they drink tea with it. So to have a general idea about frequency adverbs, so if you are doing the action 100% of the time you are talking about, we use always. If you are doing the action from 90 to 99% of the time, we use usually. And if we do the action 75 to 90% of the time, we use often. Sometimes we use it when we do the action from 25 to 75% of the time. Seldom. When we do the action from 5 to 10%, we use seldom. Rarely. 1 to 10% of the time. Never, when you don't do the action spoken about. So Jay never goes to the zoo. I never go to the zoo. So let's practice about the frequency adverbs. So Talia dash or space feeds her dog. Look at the table here. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So all the week. That means which frequency adverb we are going to use. Think about it for a second. So if you guess, always, you are correct. Always, because all the week she feeds her dog. Jara space watches TV. If you look here, so only Saturday. Only Saturday. That means seldom. Luke dash cooks dinner. So if you look here again, 6 days out of the 7 days of the week, he cooks dinner all the week except for Friday. So usually. Musa'ad dash cooks dinner. So again, Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So sometimes. Other frequency expressions rather than always, often, generally, sometimes, seldom, and rarely, there are some frequency expressions. If you look at the example, she goes to the library once a week. Once a week, that means only 1 day per week. So she goes to the library once a week means she goes only on Saturday. We can say she goes to the library twice a week. That means 2 days a week. Or we can say she goes to the library 5 times a week. That means 5 days a week. Here are more examples. I go to school 5 times a week. I go to the movies twice a month. That means 2 days in a month. I go to the beach once a year. During my vacation maybe, I go to the beach. So these expressions tell us how many times something happens or being done a day or a week or a month or even a year. So I can say, I drink coffee once a day. I go to work 5 times a week. I have a vacation once a year, and so on. I feed my dog every morning. I ride my horse every week. I wash my car every year. So we have the word every. After every, we can add any time. So every morning, every day, every week, every month, every year, every Saturday, every Monday, and so on. But we have to remember that every is singular. We don't say every weeks or every days or every Sundays. No, it's incorrect to say that. So again, think about the answer for a second, then I'll show you the answer. So, how often do you drink coffee? Every morning. So complete the question with one of the frequency adverbs. So, you dash drink coffee. Yes. So, you always drink coffee. Yes. Mary doesn't drink coffee. I know. She, space, drinks coffee. So what is the answer from the frequency adverbs? Never. She doesn't drink coffee. So she never drinks coffee. Does Dr. Ahud take a walk every day? No. He walks 5 or 6 days a week. 5 or 6 times a week. Yes, he, space, takes a walk. So, which one? Often. He often takes a walk. Position of frequency adverbs, where to put them? At the beginning of the sentence, at the end of the sentence, in the middle of the sentence, where? So, Jeff is always dirty. So, where is the frequency adverb? It is here. And what is preceding it or comes before it? Verb be, is. Jeff is always dirty. So if we have verb be, am or is or are, so we have the subject, then the verb be, then the frequency adverb. So Jeff is always dirty. Jeff is usually dirty. Jeff is often dirty. Jeff is sometimes dirty. Jeff is seldom dirty. Jeff is rarely dirty. Jeff is never dirty. So, verb be, frequency adverb after it, not before it. So if we have am or is or are, which we call the verb be, so frequency adverb comes after it. Subject plus frequency adverb plus other simple present verbs. So Sergio always rides a bike. So if we have a main verb, okay, the frequency adverb comes before it, not like verb be. Verb be, the frequency adverb comes after it. But if we have a main verb, the frequency adverb comes before it. So Sergio always rides a bike. Sergio usually rides a bike. Sergio often rides a bike. Sergio sometimes rides a bike. Sergio seldom rides a bike. Sergio rarely rides a bike. Sergio never rides a bike. So again, frequency adverb before all simple present verb or main verb, except for be. For be, frequency adverb comes after it. So, he is tired. put the frequency adverb in the correct position in this sentence. So he is usually tired. Why? Because we have the verb be, is. Jeff is sad. Never. So Jeff is never sad. Lucy reads at the library. You have the frequency adverb often. So Lucy often reads at the library. Why? Because we have a main verb here, not verb be. Okay? Reads. It rains in the desert. Rarely. So, again, because we have a main verb which is rains, the frequency adverbs comes before. It rarely rains in the desert. Spelling and pronunciation of final ES. Okay? This, well, we will discuss them next time, okay, when we meet in the coming lesson, okay? And if you feel that you need more explanation, okay, and you need more practice, you will find a link under the video, okay, which will lead you to the website ingvid.com. There you will find a lot of lessons about the simple present tense. Each video is for 10 minutes. Watch it, and after watching the video, there is a quiz, usually of 10 to 12 questions. You can do the quiz to check your understanding. Thank you for the time being, and I hope you are enjoying your time and keeping yourself healthy. Thank you.